problem came from within.
Yes, it did.
Well, I've talked about numerous times about this to John.
Don't put it on videotape.
March leaving, March coming back, deals made to further this and further that. It was, why see for certain individuals it was a career move, a stepping stone to, to get in, to get out, to get
It's all
in.
part of it, Jerry.
Yeah.
I
That's the way life is.
That's the way life is.
Right, but even like I've told you over the past 10 years, there's still that unfinished business, that I'd like to interact, with one or two of the people, and like we have discussed tonight, it's like, every time I come, I think this is my third or fourth time I come, and I keep on asking, have they been here? Well, are they coming? Because it's unfinished business for me that I'd like to.
What I discovered tonight, and it hit me tonight as I'm watching a video, the first time, when Russ got up and exploded at everybody. He was just angry, and he directed something at you, and you directed something back at him. And one of the things he said was, "You are all so unemotional," and then he got up and went down to help Laura. And it suddenly struck me that when I came back to the high school in '83, when I came back, the most painful thing for me, thinking about what you said, Harry, was that when I tried to have a relationship with my students, I found a wall, an impenetrable wall that people had around themselves that they wanted. Just keep your distance. You're the teacher, I'm the student. I don't want to know you. I don't want to tell you anything about me. And that was very painful. That was the most painful part of that adjustment. But what I saw in this video tonight is that was the beginnings of a wave of change that was sweeping over all high school students as a reaction to system. And don't forget, a lot of our people were attending classes in high school and going back and forth and doing it both. And now, if they say the cause of one of the most frequent causes of conflict in high school is showing disrespect to one another. Dissing you for this and this and this. And what does that say? The statement, which is screaming loudly at people, is the sense of powerlessness that students feel. And if they had a sense of
That's
empowerment,
exactly what I was saying.
Or responsibility that they could feel, okay, I have the right to make this choice, and if I screw up, then I'm...
Well, it's also dealing on the same level. I remember like the first month or so over at Maslow, it was like, everybody was sitting on different levels in at the community room, and I believe you, Laura, everybody sit on one level. Everybody's on one level. You're equal to me, I'm equal to you. And that's how everybody was
physically
treated.
Sitting on the same level.
Yeah, physically
sitting on chairs or whatever. We're all on the same
physically level. Sitting on the same level, but also, I'm John, you're Jerry, you're Kathy. Everybody's on the same level. And, you're not better than me. Conrad's the principal, but he isn't the principal. Conrad is Conrad. Yeah, look at that. Look at that dance that he did. Yeah, he was out of it. Fine, but that's the type of thing that I constantly look for. To be on
Educational alternatives in the last 10 years or so have diminished so much throughout the United States. But like I said, now I think is the time. Everybody's looking for it. As you were saying, I talked to you a few weeks back to how the high school, loved this, you coming back and doing this and all, and they're talking about
evening school.
The evening school, that's what I mean, and that they're talking about doing something like this again next year and stuff. But that's the evening school, and that's the administration of the evening school. 10 years ago, they wouldn't even think that. They would say, "Thank you that you closed the door, and see you later." And things change, Things change, people change.
You have brought...
I don't know, just off the point of it also, I think Maslow-Toffler, the school, really prepared you more for the real world of school and work, just the way we will work with one another. I don't know, I always felt that way. I work with a lot of people in vocational settings now, and a lot of people are coming out of schools just with a real impersonal experience. They didn't get much out of it. I can see that. They go on to college. Some people get lucky and get a good college program, but coming out of Maslow, I felt real ready. And particularly in the work that I do with people, really have really good people skills too. And was more, prepared you more for real life than most traditional public schools do. I see that. I think there's a real need for this type of program in districts, so it's an invaluable experience.
It taught you how to think.
Invaluable.
That's what it did.
Yeah.
Instead of just going conformist, it taught you how to think and how to problem solve. And if you're ever confronted with some problem, you get through it. It taught you how to think, the program.
If you will just allow us one more imposition on your time, Dennis has a gift to give us. And Dennis, if you will move up a little bit closer.
Sure. Pardon me if I'm looking down at my book. I still haven't memorized the words.
Dennis, before you start, I'm sorry. Lee, I'm going to
Am I in the way?
No, I just wanted to hit.
Empty rooms, empty glasses. Are they empty? Are they full? From the cracks in the sidewalk, daisies stretch and grow and pull out of concrete. Seeps the ether of a life force on its own. Spark a light, it starts a memory of the truth we were shown. Like a light bar in the distance, with a gleam and beauty rare, like the love that once did bind us, and the empty dream we shared. Empty rooms, the compartments of our lives that we built there.